So this video is going to be about how to go about backtesting. And the whole point of backtesting is to collect data on a system, so you know whether it will generate you profit over a given period of time. And then you can go about refining it, right? So the things to be looking for is, of course, you need to determine your criteria for your system. And then from there, you can, over a given period of months, years, determine your win rate and your average RR. So you could be profitable with a 50% win rate and a 1 to 2 RR, right? So you need to understand what your win rate is looking like and the RR you're going to be getting on the trade on average. And then you can find out what days are going to be lower probability, okay? So bank holidays, non-news days, etc. So you need to know whether your model is going to work on days like this, or whether removing your trading from days like this will increase your win rate and RR. Okay. And then once you find your system, we collect data on it like this, and we backtest it to gain conviction in our trading. Okay. So what this will do is you'll be more confident when you're trading because you know that you have the statistics to back it up. And it will make you less likely to enter something outside of your system because you already know that your system, if you stick to it, will give you that profit over a period of time. Okay. Now, one thing I want to mention is don't get stuck in just backtesting. You want to go from backtesting to forward testing. Okay. You don't get paid to look at charts. You get paid to execute. Okay. So there's no use in just being only hindsight. We need to be able to apply this in real time. So after you backtest, you then forward test. Okay, and you could do that on a paper account if you want. That's up to you. One more thing is whether you should use replay mode. I don't think you should. I'm not a fan of replay mode. I think there are some websites you can use that are good for backtesting, but I'm going to go over how I approach it. So how I actually backtest. So on TradingView, if I'm looking for example, if I'm backtesting today, if I'm looking for a model and we'll say it's our reversal model that we're using, which is this. If I'm looking for this, I will first mark out highs and lows, which I'll be needing to use. Okay. And on this day, today there was a SMT here, and here. And then there is a 1 hour PSP here, and within that there is a 5-minute PSP. So once I've collected all my data and I've found my criteria, I can then look for my potential entry. So it could be on this 5-minute PSP, which is this one, I believe. You can find your average, your RR. Okay, so in this trade, it's a 17 RR trade, right? And then after we have that, what we can do is we can track it. Okay, and I like to use Notion, and I'm sure there are plenty of free journaling templates for Notion. Okay, but all you need to be tracking, you can make a simple table. Okay, is you can make a table that looks something like this. So you have your date, the criteria or what happened on the day. Okay, you have your RR. okay? And then you can add other things such as, is it a news day or is it not a news day, and things of that nature, okay? And once you have this, so this would be the 18th February, we had a monthly cycle, sequential SMT, daily cycle, and then our 17RR tracked here. What you can do, well, since it's just a day prior that we'd be backtesting, we can just go straight to it. But there is a button here where you can enter the date, time, etc. Okay, and then when you start to go further and further back, instead of having to scroll all the way, you can just go on the day before. Okay, and the shortcut for this on Mac is Option G. I'm not sure what it is on Windows. It's probably something like Control G, something like that. And that's how you can go back and backtest a lot faster. So this is the 4th of February. And then after I do that, okay, say I'm on the lower time frame, I can go 4th of February and back here. And then if I want to restart, I go to the 1 hour time frame, I go 3rd of February, and it'll take me straight back. Okay. So that is how you can actually go about it. And then say we have our R over a given period of time. Say we have this, maybe a losing day. Then you can add up what your average RR would be. So this would be 24 over 4 days. So average RR would be 6. Okay. So average RR 6. Okay. And that's all you need to do. And you should also, forgot to mention, collect data on how many trades you should be taking a day. Okay. If your model presents itself 3 times and it fails the first 2 and always you win on the 3rd, then I recommend you should be taking 3 trades a day. But if your model appears twice and you always win the first one, for example, but the second one you don't win, trade once a day. It's quite obvious, but I think I just need to point that out in case anyone's confused. So to conclude, backtesting is simply just to find your statistical edge, and then from there you can forward test it. But none of this means anything if you do not have a strong psychology.